Okay, big day ahead of us today. What are we up to?
Why am I on the couch?
Okay, big day ahead of
Doing a
us
lot of
today.
customer service stuff.
Margo's doing a lot of customer service stuff. I am heading to first meeting in Beverly Hills for work. Then I'm headed to USC to meet some potential folks that we could hire and, you know what I mean, just meet the really talented students there. Then I'm heading to Thousand Oaks to meet one of our customers who just acquired one of our other customers. So we're going to help with the transition on that. And then, yeah, last day in Los Angeles. Let's go. Margo, any notes?
No notes.
No notes. Okay, first coffee meeting was, as always, great. I met with one of our customers. They are fantastic. They've been working with us for about 6 months now. We just kind of walked through. Honestly, it was more of like a just get to know each other coffee. A lot of these are honestly very much based on like just getting to know each other. I think it's important to have those personal relationships when you're doing business with someone for a long time. So that was the first one, and now I am heading back to USC's campus. So have a long drive ahead. In the middle of it now, and basically going to host a lunch with Baylor, who runs Z Fellows, and it's going to be like IYA x Z Fellows. Z Fellows is Baylor. I'll be the IYA part, and I'll explain a little bit about what IYA actually stands for and what it means when I get there. So should be great. See you in a sec. Okay, so I'm here in one of the call rooms with a very red wall right here, which is why it looks very red on my face. But I want to give a little more context on what IYA actually is. So IYA stands for the Iveen and Young Academy, which was started back in 2013 as a program here at USC. So the premise of the program was to essentially consolidate the 3 fields of arts, tech, and business so that they would kind of pump out a very specific type of student that was sort of a master of none, but experienced in all 3 of those fields. And so that was the program that I was lucky enough to get into and go to. And so IYA was generous enough to sponsor this event with lunch and just give us the space to kind of allow these really smart startup-oriented students to meet Baylor, to meet me. It's been super helpful for maybe potential hires for us in the future, but also just like stay plugged into the community because it's a very, very smart group of kids. So that's where I'm gonna go head into right now, and we'll talk to some awesome folks and yeah, have a fun lunch. Okay, let's get it. That went super well. Damn, those kids are all so smart. And I love IYA, as it's probably very clear. So yeah, heading to the next meeting now. Got about an hour in traffic and then finishing out the day. Okay, it is now actually 8:30 p.m. Last time I checked in was probably like, 3 o'clock, so it's been quite a few hours. I got home from my last meeting, which was an hour away, so I was driving a bit, but last meeting was fantastic. Met with someone who is acquiring one of our larger customers, and they are going to adopt us for the rest of their sort of businesses as well. So very positive for us. They'll end up turning into a much larger customer as a whole. So all great there. And also the CEO is just wonderful. So again, love the folks we work with. We're very lucky. But came back to work on something that I have actually not missed a single end of the month investor update over the last almost 3.5 years. So if you take a look here, these are all of the different updates that I have now essentially written since October 31st of 2021. Haven't missed a single one. Each one goes through the entirety of our business. And I felt that today's sort of story or lesson would be a really great way to sort of jump into how we write an investor update and what I think best practices are for writing an investor update. And then I will link a template below of sort of what we use to send out investor updates if anyone wants to just copy and paste it. There'll obviously be no information in it, but could be a good thing to just have in the back pocket as you start to build your own startup. Okay, so high level sort of overview is that each month you want to be able to send a progress update to the folks that are investing in your business as well as your team so that everyone has a transparent view on where you are, what you're focused on, and sort of what you got accomplished in that last month. Specifically for the template that I'm using that I've created, basically the way that I have it broken down is into 5 main categories with a TLDR at the top. So I'll write a little intro, I'll give a TLDR, so if someone doesn't want to read the entire investor update, all they have to do is just read that too long, don't read, and then they'll see the summary. And then I break it down further into primary goals we're chasing, highlights and metrics, team updates, product and feature set, and then feels good and feels bad. And they're all very explanatory as far as what it is that they do. And so when you take a look at the template that I'll show on the screen right now, basically all these different sections are designed to give anyone who sort of is an investor or has skin in the game with your company, an advisor, whoever it might be, knows exactly what's going on. And these can also be a great way to like garner investors in the future, right? If you're doing really well, you might want to send this around to some trusted advisors, some trusted potential investors so they can see how your progress is doing. You can also use these for potential team members that you want to bring on in the future by sending them as you're doing well. And they're just a great way to keep, at least for me, they've been a great way to keep myself honest as we sort of build this business. I get to take a holistic look once a month, every single month, to make sure, okay, what are we on track? What have we missed? What do we need to still do? So yeah, that's what ours looks like. I'll link that down below so you can take a free little Notion template copy of it. Hopefully that's helpful. And awesome. So that's what I just spent the last sort of 35 minutes writing. It doesn't take that long. It's pretty easy. That's sort of the lesson for today. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my Friday night, and I will see you tomorrow for a flight home to New York City. It's going to be good to be back.